A coil capable of producing self-inductance will henceforth be called inductor. This is the short name for that, inductor. This is a coil which can produce self-inductance. Normally it is in the shape of a solenoid. The shape of a solenoid. Okay. Direction of induced EMF we have to study, and this direction depends upon the change in the current. How? I will make different situations. This is a coil, and here this is zero current, this is zero EMF. Now we connect it, and current I, this changes 0 to I. What's happening? Rise. In this, current is rising in this direction. This coil do not like any change. If it do not like any change, how it can oppose the change? Answer, it will produce a current opposite to it, and for producing a current opposite to it, it will make its positive sign here, negative sign here, and it will try to send current in this direction. So, this is the developed or induced EMF. Induced EMF. Oppose, rise in current. So, it is in opposite direction of the current, this. Okay. Now, in the second case, during the condition of switch off, the current changes from I to 0. If the current changes from I to 0, then this current which was I, it comes down and it becomes 0. This does not like the change. The nature of inductor is it do not like the change. Suppose here the current was flowing, I, 10 ampere. We switch it off. That 10 ampere will fall to 0. So that 10 will become 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1, 0. It does not like it. What it can do? Then it produces an current in same direction. It produces a current. And how one can produce a current? By making an EMF. So, due to this change in the current, there is an EMF induced in this, but that changed EMF now has plus here, minus here. With this, it will make an induced current here. When current is trying to rise, induced EMF oppose rise in the current, does not allow it to rise. Once it has risen, then it will not allow it to decrease, and when it decreases, when we do the switch off. When we do the switch off, then this current is coming down and this EMF support this current so that it does not fall down. It remains at its own level. So, induced current is in this direction. This direction. Here, induced is in this opposite direction. So, this is induced EMF in opposite direction. This is induced EMF in the same direction, because here current is dying itself, it wants to support. Here current is rising, it wants to oppose. This is nature of the EMF. In relation to this, there are many questions asked sometimes. Like here, we have a bulb. Bulb has got certain resistance in it. Now we switch it on. Will this bulb glow or not glow? See, when we switch it on, the current goes here. Now from this place to this place, current has two paths. It can go via this, it can go via this. It tries both the paths. When the current rises, then it opposes it. It opposes it, will not allow current to pass through it. So the current has no option that will pass through it. And we see bulb grow. Bulb lights up. What we have done? Switch on. Slowly, the current start going in this. Why? Initially, the rate of change of current is very high, so its opposition is very high. Then, when the rate of change current become less, initially the current jumps up. You see, suppose current has to go from 0 to 100 milliampere. In first 1 millisecond, it goes up to 10 milliampere. In the second 1 millisecond, it increased by 7. In third, it increased by 3. In fourth, it increased by 2 milliampere. So it increases first initially very high, then less, then less, then less. If the rate of change is like that, then what will be the opposing EMF? Initially it will be very high, then it will be less, it will be less, it will be less, and slowly this opposing EMF dies out. When there is no opposition from here, the full current start flowing. And when the full current start flowing through this, what will happen? Now current say this path is open, this is also open, but this path has got resistance. It has no resistance. It is made of full copper. So current prefer to pass through this, the current pass through this, and in this there is no current. If there is no current, then after some time bulb stops glowing. So this happens when we switch on. Initially the bulb will glow because this is opposing. After some time opposition stops, then the current goes through it and the bulb stops. Current through inductor. Here current not allowed in inductor. Okay, so this is the case. Now we come to second case. Here is a bulb. I put it here. Please understand that this is the bulb. Now when we switch it off, what happens? The induced current, induced EMF in the same direction. We switch it off. Now here is an induced EMF, induced current, induced EMF, because current is always produced by EMF, and this E is how much? d phi by dt, or this is L di by dt. Now when we switch off, this is di, current. When we switch it off, this dt is very small. Switch off, the current becomes 0. If this dt is very small, then E induced is very high. And we find that in the two ends, the induced EMF is very, very high. When switch off, dt very small, E is equal to L di by dt very large. Across these two ends, but here is a bulb fitted. If this EMF is very large, larger than the capacity of this bulb, if this bulb is 240 volt and this induced EMF is 600 volt, what will happen? All the 600 volt applied here, the bulb will fuse. So, when switch off at very small dt, very small, E very large, due to large induced EMF, bulb fuse off. So this bulb will fuse off. So most of the bulb in our house fuse off when we switch it off, not when we switch it on. So this will fuse off when we switch it off, because at that time, due to some inductor, a high voltage is applied here. So we are suggested we should never fit an inductor parallel to a bulb or parallel to anything, because when we switch off, then there will be high voltage across this. Okay, so this is how an inductor behaves. Please remember thumb rules. Whenever we switch on, the current rise, it will oppose. Whenever we switch off, it will support the current and it will give induced EMF in opposite direction. Here induced EMF is opposite to this. Here induced EMF is in the same direction, because this has left the circuit. It wants to continue the circuit. So it gives EMF in the same direction of this. So don't say that this and this, this depends upon current. Current increasing, oppose, current decreasing, then it will support. So this is nature of induced EMF or direction of induced EMF. Now this self-inductance L, it depends upon what? The answer is, it depends upon the number of circles, the number of cycles and geometry of the coil, and that we will study what is the value of self-inductance for the coils, and that we will do in the next lecture. Thank you.